Good morning. I just came back from town hall where I had a meeting with the planning board for our hearing about the future of Chabad at Chestnut Hill Center for Jewish Life. And talking about buildings and permits, it of course brings you back to this week's Torah portion. In this week's Torah portion, we begin by reading God telling Noach that the world has been filled with Hamas. The word Hamas represents itself the first time in this week's Torah portion, and it speaks about evil. And God says the world has been filled with evil, and I will destroy the world. And it made me think, I remember last year we read it the first week after October 7th, and there was so much Hamas and so much evil. And thank God now there's much, much less, and God willing, by the time we read it next year, there will be no more Hamas in this world. But it's interesting. God tells Noah to build a teva, build an ark for you and your family, and to preserve life while God destroys the evil. But it took Noah a long time to build it. And the question the rabbis asked, and it was before planning boards and permits and zoning boards and meetings. But the obvious question is, why? Why did Noah have to build something for so long? And the rabbis say because God wanted people to see and watch Noah building this ark. And when people would say, why are you building it? He would say, because God's destroying the world, because there's so much Hamas, there's so much evil that the world's going to be destroyed. And hopefully, He will bring them to return, to become closer, to repent for their deeds. But the obvious question to ask is, if God really wanted that, why didn't He tell Noah, hire the best architect, the best company, let the best builders do it, and you go door to door, knock on people's doors, and tell them, it's time to repent, God's going to destroy the world. Why did He need Noah to actually build it and consume his time building it, instead of Noah consuming his time and reaching out to people to repent? And the answer is also obvious, because basically, it's easy to keep on telling people things to do. But if they don't see you taking a lead and actually doing something, it won't inspire them and it won't show them how important it is. So ultimately, you can say, do. But when you speak and it's all talk and there's no action, then people don't understand the severity, the sincerity, and the realness of what's going on. And therefore, in everything in life, what the Torah is teaching us from Noach is, don't wait to talk and not do, but always do. As Ethics of Our Father says, Emor meyat, speak less, v'aseh harbe, and do more. And that was the message to Noach. God says, Noach, I want you to build it because I want the people to see Noach building and to understand that this is really real and this is really going to happen if they don't correct their ways. You know, there's this story about this father who always told his son, he would sit at the table and say, I feel so bad for this poor guy. He doesn't have money, he doesn't have this, and on and on. And one time his young kid, 10-year-old kid says, Dad, can I borrow $100? And the father says, you 10-year-old, what do you need $100? He says, because I want to make your dreams come true and give it to the poor people. The father kept on talking how he wants this one, he feels bad for this one, but he never did any action. He never actually helped them. You know, one of the things that the Hasidic masters teach us is that every single day we learn from the Talmud that one of the greatest sages, every day before he prayed to God, he would go and he would actually give charity to a poor person. Because he wanted to do an action that was kindness, that was helping, that was changing someone else's life before he went to pray to Almighty about what he needs. He didn't just say, oh, I'll give later, but he went every morning and he gave it. And that's really the message to us. If you know someone who needs a match, if you know someone who needs help, mental help, if you know someone who needs a job, don't say, oh, I feel so bad for them, but help them. Do some action to make a difference. And that's the second thing I came back from now. If you see, I have a sticker that I voted. Once I was at the town hall, I went to vote. And voting is an important exercise because we could very often be frustrated with government or with the people that are elected or the things that our elected officials do. But if we're not ready to take the action to vote and to make a difference and to be vocal, then how could we talk? Let us remember from Noah, God didn't allow him to build a company, to build the ark. God wanted him to do it, to teach us that talk is cheap and we should do actions to help others and make a difference in the world we live in. God bless you. Have a